The Big Bang Theory ended after 12 seasons because Sheldon Cooper actor Jim Parsons wanted to leave, which speaks volumes of how popular the show was. Had the entire core cast of The Big Bang Theory been on board, there's no telling how many more seasons the CBS sitcom might have had in it, especially when you consider how popular its first spin-off, Young Sheldon, proved to be. Young Sheldon explores the titular character's childhood adventures, with Ian Armitage playing the younger version of Parsons' character. What might have sounded like a challenging premise to pull off proved to be quite successful, with the series ultimately running for 7 seasons. While that's 5 seasons shorter than The Big Bang Theory, it's worth noting that the show didn't end because any of its cast members were ready to pack it in. Instead, as executive producer Steve Holland explained to Deadline, the makers of Young Sheldon simply chose to call it quits at a very particular time in Sheldon Cooper's life. When you think about it, Sheldon Cooper's character arc between Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory supports Steve Holland's assertion that ending the prequel series when Sheldon is 14 makes sense. After all, Young Sheldon wraps up at the pre-established time when Sheldon's father, George Cooper Sr., Lance Barber, has a fatal heart attack and Sheldon himself heads to the California Institute of Technology, where he remains in various capacities until The Big Bang Theory begins and beyond. Since this specific age marks both the most emotionally devastating event of his youth and a radical change in his life circumstances, it makes sense that the creatives behind Young Sheldon chose this particular moment in Sheldon's character arc as the perfect end point to the series. After all, Caltech student Sheldon would effectively be a completely different show, and co-creator Chuck Lorre said as much in an interview with USA Today.